Hello, how are you, friends? We are so happy you're back with us today. Welcome to another fresh episode of our English-speaking podcast. Whether you are walking, cooking, relaxing, or studying, we thank you for choosing to spend this time with us. You are doing something great for yourself learning to speak better English. That's amazing.
Hi everyone, and a big warm welcome from me as well. If this is your first time here, hello. If you've listened to our past episodes, thank you for staying with us. You're the reason we keep making these episodes.
We are here together to help you speak English with more confidence, more fun, and more power. And today, we are very excited. This is a very special episode, and we think it will really help you a lot. But before we begin, let's quickly introduce ourselves. My name is Agnes. I teach English and I love helping people find their voice in English, especially at the beginner and intermediate level.
And I'm Jasper. I also teach English, and I believe that learning to speak English can change lives. It helps you get a better job, meet new people, and travel the world. And remember, you can do this step by step, word by word.
Okay, Jasper. So what is today's topic? What exciting thing are we going to talk about today?
I'm glad you asked, Agnes. Today's episode is called How to Think in English, Speak Without Translating.
Wow, that's a powerful one. And I really love it. Many students ask me, how can I stop translating in my head? How can I speak English naturally? And this topic answers that question.
Yes, because here's the truth. When you always translate from your first language to English, speaking becomes slow and difficult. Your brain has to do the jobs. First translate, then speak. And that takes time and energy.
But when you learn to think in English, you speak faster. You feel more free. You don't worry too much about grammar or finding the right word. It just flows. And trust us, this is something you can learn.
Absolutely. You don't have to be advanced to think in English. Even if you're a beginner, you can start now. All it takes is practice, small steps, and simple ideas.
And today, we're going to guide you through that journey. We'll show you how to start thinking in English in easy ways. No stress, no pressure. Just helpful, real tips you can use in your life every day.
Default text.
Before we go deeper, let's take a moment to say, thank you. Thank you to every person listening. Thank you for learning. Thank you for showing up. Your support means everything. We love hearing from you, and we're here because of you.
Now let's begin. Let's talk about what it really means to think in English. It doesn't mean you never use your first language. No. It just means that you are training your brain to connect ideas directly to English words.
That's right. For example, when you see a chair, you don't think, what's the word for this in English? You just think, chair. When you feel happy, you don't say in your mind, I feel. Now let me translate that. No, you think, I feel happy. That's thinking in English.
And how do we do that? Start with small things. Look around your room and name the things you see in English. Say them out loud. This is a table. That is my phone. I see a book.
Default text.
Yes. Do this every day. It's easy. No need to study long hours. Just speak to yourself in English. Make it simple. I'm tired. I'm eating lunch. I'm wearing my blue shirt.
You're training your brain to use English without stopping to translate. And soon, it becomes more natural. You'll notice that when someone asks you something, you reply faster. You'll speak with more flow.
Another great trick is to think in full sentences. Even if they're short, for example, I like this movie. I want tea. She is my friend. Say these in your mind as you go through your day. It's like making English part of your life.
Also, when you don't know a word, don't stop. Try to explain it in English using other words. That's a powerful skill. For example, if you forget the word refrigerator, you can say, the cold box where we keep food. That's thinking in English.
Wow, I love that example. And it shows that you don't need a big vocabulary to speak well. You just need to stay in English, stay in the language, and your brain will get better and faster.
Exactly. And soon your first thought will be in English. Not translated, not delayed. Just simple, clear English. That's a beautiful step in your journey.
So let's keep going. Let's look at more ways to practice thinking in English every day.
Yes, let's explore more ways to think in English every day. These are small habits that can make a big difference. Remember, we are not trying to be perfect. We are just trying to speak more naturally, without always translating. Here's one great idea. Talk to yourself in English. You might think, that sounds silly, but it works. Just say what you are doing. Like, I am brushing my teeth. I am making tea. I am putting on my shoes. These are simple sentences, and they help your brain connect your actions to English words.
That's so true. And don't worry if no one is around. You don't need an audience. Just talk quietly or even in your mind. The important thing is that you're using English to describe your world. Here's another technique. Describe your feelings in English. For example, I feel tired. I'm excited about tomorrow. I'm a little hungry right now. This helps you connect English to your emotions, which makes your speaking feel more real and natural.
Yes, and I love this next one. Use your phone in English. Change your settings to English. Open your apps and read the buttons. When you use English in your daily life, your brain starts thinking in English automatically. You don't need to study grammar all day, you just need to live with English. Touch it. See it. Use it.
Absolutely. And one more idea I really love is thinking in pictures. What does that mean? When you see an object, don't translate the word in your native language. Just connect the picture in your mind directly to the English word. For example, when you see a pen, don't think, this is called X in my language, so in English it's pen. No, just see it and say in your head, pen. You can practice this with anything, apple, chair, sky, tree.
That's very powerful. It teaches your brain to see the world in English, and that's a big step toward fluency. Here's something fun too. Make short stories in your mind. When you walk or travel, look around and think in English. That man is walking to work. A girl is eating ice cream. There's a cat sitting on the car. Simple, easy, real-life English.
And guess what? You don't have to speak fast. You don't need perfect grammar. Just speak. The more you do it, the better it becomes.
And if you want extra help, use this technique. Mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself. Pretend you are having a real conversation. Look into your own eyes and say, "Hi, how are you?" "I'm doing well, thank you." "What are you doing today?" "I'm going to the market." It's a great way to build confidence. You see your face, hear your voice, and feel more relaxed.
These small exercises make your brain stronger, faster, and more natural in English. And soon, when someone talks to you, you don't need to translate. You just understand and reply.
Let's not forget something very important. Be patient with yourself. Thinking in English doesn't happen in one day. It takes time, and that's okay. Every small step counts. Every word you speak brings you closer to fluency.
Yes, you are already doing something amazing. You're listening, you're learning, and you're practicing. That's how real progress happens. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going.
So now, let's explore even deeper how to build English thinking with real-life speaking and simple sentence-building exercises.
Yes, let's go deeper now. One of the best ways to build your English thinking is by practicing real-life speaking. That means using the English you need in everyday situations. Not fancy words. Not difficult grammar. Just the kind of English you use when you shop, work, or meet a friend. Let's say you're in a store. Try saying in your mind, "I need some bread. I want to buy milk. This is too expensive. Where is the cashier?" These are real sentences. They are useful, and the more you say them, the more natural they become.
Yes, and here's a really fun way to practice. Use role play. Pretend you are in a real situation. You can practice both sides of a conversation. For example, imagine you are in a restaurant. You say, "Hello, can I see the menu, please?" Then you pretend to be the waiter. "Yes, here it is." You, "I would like a chicken sandwich." Waiter, "Would you like anything to drink?" You, Yes, a glass of water, please. See? You are practicing real speaking even if you're alone.
Exactly, and when you do this again and again, your brain starts to think faster in English. You don't need to search for words. You know what to say. Here's another helpful exercise. Build longer sentences from short ones. Start small. Then add more like this. Start with, I like apples. Then, I like apples because they are sweet. Now add more. I like apples because they are sweet and easy to eat. And finally, I like apples because they are sweet, easy to eat, and good for my health. This helps you grow your speaking in a natural way.
That's a wonderful technique. And let's not forget another one. Question and answer practice. Ask yourself easy questions and answer them in English. For example, what did you eat today? I ate rice and vegetables. What did you eat today? I ate rice and vegetables. What time did you wake up? I woke up at 7 o'clock. What do you want to do this weekend? I want to go to the park. Even if no one asks you these questions, ask yourself. This makes your brain ready for real conversations.
And here's another great way to train your thinking. Repeat what you hear when you watch a video, movie, or podcast. Pause and repeat a sentence. Say it out loud. Try to copy the sound and rhythm. For example, if the person says, "How are you doing today?" you say the same. "How are you doing today?" This teaches you how English feels in your mouth.
Yes, speaking is not just about words. It's about feeling the flow, the sound, and the rhythm of English. That's why we always say, don't just read English, speak English. Speak what you read. Speak what you see. Speak what you hear. Speaking is an action. The more you do it, the stronger you become.
And remember, don't wait for the perfect time to speak. Some learners say, "I will speak when I'm ready." But guess what? Speaking is how you get ready. You don't wait for confidence. You build confidence by speaking.
That's right. And here's one last idea before we move forward. Celebrate your progress. Every time you speak a sentence in English, even if it's small, say to yourself, "Good job." Be proud. You're doing something many people are afraid to do. That's brave.
Yes, it really is. So now, let's take everything we've learned and move into real English thinking with short stories and daily routine practice.